Okay, I got 6 of those. Those are maple syrup, and her sister made them. $7 a piece. I just couldn't pass it up because that stuff is expensive. I took a chance. Hopefully it's okay. I took a chance and bought it. We'll see if it's good. I mean, I spent $42 for 6 of them. Okay, there's somebody back there. So we're at 862.0. Took a chance and bought all 6 of them because that stuff's like twice as much or more. Hopefully I don't regret it. But homemade, I mean, homemade's it's so much more wholesome than anything you buy in the store. It's maple syrup. How can you mess that up? That should be a good deal there. And I think you can store that for a long time. So she sold it to me. I just couldn't pass up that. And I got a few sheets to kind of stuff in. They were only I got 60 cents worth of sheets to kind of stuff in the box. And I can always use extra pillowcases. So, yeah, I had to get that. I mean, took a chance and bought it. We'll see if it's good. I won't have to buy maple syrup for years. I can just put that downstairs. I don't know. That might last. You might be able to store that for 10 years or something. I don't know how long you can store it. I mean, she kind of made out like you can really store that for a long time. I mean, common people don't really have a reason to lie, do you? So I think that you can kind of trust people some. I think it was okay to buy it. And it's homemade. Her sister made it, and she comes from a large family. It was like 12 people, so the garage sale was like 5 of her siblings and her or something. Not all of them, but that's a combination garage sale. So everybody contributed. They must make a lot of that. But I took everything they had, and she didn't seem to mind. She says, take it all. She says, I'll give them all to you. You can buy all of them if you want all of them. I was thinking of just buying 2. I guess this will last me maybe years to, it might take me years to use it. I'd prefer to buy it from locals than to go into the grocery store and buy it. So, I mean, you're not always going to get real consistent stuff from outside of the stores. But it's better to help your local people out. Better to buy it from them. Whether they got the money. So, interesting to find something like that. So her sister will be happy that they all sold. We're in Clark County now, 865.1. I imagine those jars are sealed. She said just store them at room temperature in the basement or something. And then when you open them, she says when you open them, you can put them in the fridge. And you can keep them in the fridge for a long time. It's Kingdom Hall, Jehovah's Witness. I told the Jehovah's Witnesses, they were at my place, and I says, I challenge you to get the lost books. I've seen them at different places. I've seen them at festivals, and I've seen them they've come to my house a few times, not real often. And I says, get the books from the Bible that Rome took out. I says, whoever gets to that first is going to have God's will. Their church is going to excel. That their church will, if you're doing God's will, if you take and you bring the books in that Yeshua wanted us to read, you're going to do well. Your church is going to grow. If you have what he wanted us to have, and you bring that back, you take the risk of bringing that back, which isn't really much of a risk. If you do that, your church is going to compete. It's going to compete well. Because people are going to see the truth, and they're going to know in their hearts that this is good, and they're going to want to be a part of it, as opposed to a place that doesn't have it. And that's what I tell them. I always encourage them to keep an open mind and look at these things, look at these ideas that maybe are not yours now, and see what they are, and keep in mind that they might have been part of the church at one time. Because we don't want these churches to die. We don't want the Jehovah's Witnesses to die. We want them to grow. We want them to survive and grow and evolve into something that's good. Because we got to have something. We can't all become Hindus. We got to have our own thing. It was given to us originally, and that's what we've got. We've got to go back and get it. And whoever gets it first, I think is going to have the best luck. I mean, I would tell the Catholics the same thing. I'd say, yeah, go bring the first one to get these books back and recognize them in some way. You're going to win the game of attendance. You're going to get the converts. The people are going to come to your church, and you're going to do really well. You'll have a full church. If you bring these books back, you'll have a full church on Sunday. You won't have to worry about empty pews, because you're doing what God wants. And up here, they got hit by a tornado. I think it was in this town that's ahead of us, and it was right on 29. They got hit bad. And where the homes were with no trees, where there were no trees around the homes were decimated. And where there were trees around the homes were spared. And I've seen that over and over again. And I guess the message that we can get from that is, don't cut the trees down around your house thinking they're going to fall on your house. Yeah, there's a chance they could fall on your house, but there's a good chance those trees, if they're healthy, that they're going to absorb the shock of a storm and save your house. It might be the difference between a few loose shingles or maybe just some minor damage and nothing, having a devastated house that you can't rebuild.